Brave central bankers. Well, there's a thought for you. Here's another brave central banker, François de Galhau. He leads the Banque de France. Annual consumer prices in France rose more than 4% in December. It's not what you want to see, but the brave central banker is optimistic.
If I had a message for all our European governments, including the French one, we are probably coming out of the economic emergency. Take COVID, inflation, bottlenecks, etc. We are, when I look at the cyclical situation, in a better situation. Disinflation and slowing down our activity, but without recession. It's one reason more coming out of the short term and addressing all the long-term challenges we have in France and in Europe. Over-indebtedness, full employment, and yes, innovation. We must accelerate on innovation and capital market union.
Choose your colour.
Green.
Oh, well done. Well done. Now, as a society, ready for AI. It's coming whether we like it or not. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
The genie's out the bottle. But where do you think society is in terms of our preparations? Where are we between dangerously unprepared and nailed it?
So I will answer as a European.
Oh.
I would probably say
that's very...
One third.
That's very optimistic.
Oh, there are more optimistic than me. But no, we are more on the side of necessary preparation.
Right.
But if I look at the words, which is probably another possible answer, if I take the European case, we are rather strong on ethics, for instance, if you take digital services. Yep. But for me, the number one challenge is one which I don't see yet, which is retraining. And we will succeed in... Sorry,
That's fine, don't worry.
We'll
tidy it up. Thank you.
I write it. We will succeed in AR if we are able to retrain millions and millions of people. I think it's an opportunity for productivity, for growth, for purchasing power, but we will have to retrain people.
The IMF talked about this in its recent report. 40% of jobs, they say, will be affected in some shape or form. Now tell me, sir...
Including central bank governors, by the way. Oh. Part of their speeches could be written by AR, a small part.
Have you tried it?
Not yet.
I'll bet somebody in your office has written a speech just to see what it looks like.
Not that I'm aware. I didn't notice it.
All right, so let me ask you, why should I be confident that we will spend the necessary money for retraining when we singularly failed millions of people in digitization?
Yes, I would be less pessimistic. When I take the long view on history, we retrained millions and millions of people, for example, from agriculture to industry and then services. But it will be a challenge. And so education, retraining is the number one answer. You are right, the genius is out of the battles, and I think it's a positive genius. It's technological progress. So we will not stop it. But how can we prepare people to use it and to have the benefits of AR. By the way, if you look at Europe, we are quite strong in public services, solidarity, fighting inequality. So we could have this advantage, but it's not yet done.